What kind of planet can survive being pulled by two suns at once, ripped by gravity, and baked hotter than molten lava? Astronomers recently found a world so strange that it challenges everything we thought we knew about how planets form. The answer is unsettling. The universe is far weirder and less friendly than we imagine. For a long time, planets with two suns sounded like science fiction. Movies and stories made them feel impossible. Scientists believed that if a planet tried to orbit two stars, the gravity would tear it apart or fling it into deep space. Two stars pulling in different directions should create chaos, not calm orbits. But space doesn't always follow our expectations. Astronomers have now discovered a real planet peacefully orbiting two stars at the same time. And this is not just any discovery. This planet lives closer to its two parent stars than any other directly imaged planet in a double star system ever found. That phrase, directly imaged, is important. It means scientists didn't just detect a shadow or a tiny wobble. They actually captured the planet's own light. They saw it. This strange system sits about 446 light-years away. The light reaching our telescopes today began its journey before modern human civilization even existed. The planet itself is massive, around 6 times heavier than Jupiter. But here's the real shock. It's incredibly young. The planet is only 13 million years old. That may sound old, but on a cosmic scale, it's basically a baby. Earth is about 4.6 billion years old, which makes this planet a newborn by comparison. The two stars it orbits are locked in an intense gravitational dance. They circle each other once every 18 Earth days, whipping space around them like a violent storm. Gravity shifts constantly. Planet-forming material should be ripped apart before anything big can form. And yet, somehow, this planet exists. Even more surprising, it completes one slow orbit around both stars every 300 Earth years, staying stable in a place where stability should be impossible. Scientists still don't fully understand how it formed. There simply isn't enough data yet, and that's a pattern we're seeing again and again. A planet stretched like a lemon. Another bizarre discovery pushes things even further. Astronomers have found a planet so distorted by gravity that it isn't round at all. Instead of a sphere, it's stretched into a shape closer to a lemon. This planet orbits a pulsar, which is what remains after a massive star dies. A pulsar is an ultra-dense stellar corpse that spins incredibly fast and blasts deadly radiation into space like a cosmic lighthouse. Anything near a pulsar should be destroyed, but this planet somehow hangs on. The pulsar's gravity pulls harder on one side of the planet than the other, stretching it like taffy. When scientists examined its atmosphere, they didn't find water or oxygen. They found helium and pure carbon. No clouds, no oceans, no chance for life. In fact, according to everything we know, this world shouldn't exist at all. Some scientists think it may not be a true planet. It could be the exposed core of a star that was torn apart, leaving behind something stuck between a planet and a dead star. The line between planets and stars is starting to blur, and that's unsettling. See planets that orbit two stars up close. Now let's look at a system that seems almost unbelievable. Astronomers discovered a pair of red dwarf stars orbiting each other at about the same distance Jupiter sits from our Sun. Around them, they found two Earth-sized planets, with a possible third one squeezed even closer. These planets are terrifyingly fast. One completes a full year in just 2 days. Another takes 3.5 days. The possible third planet may orbit even faster. To put that into perspective, these worlds sit less than 2 million miles from their stars. The Moon is about 250,000 miles from Earth. These planets are practically hugging their suns. What makes this system truly strange is how the planets behave. They transit both stars, passing in front of each one as seen from Earth. Thus, most planets in double star systems orbit only one star because anything else should be unstable. But these planets don't care about the rules. They exist anyway. This discovery proves that planet formation works in ways we still don't understand. Space doesn't just bend the rules, it ignores them completely. A planet mapped in 3D, and it's pure hell. Now let's raise the horror level. For the first time ever, astronomers created a 3D map of an exoplanet's atmosphere. And this planet is a nightmare. As it moved behind its star, the James Webb Space Telescope measured tiny changes in the star's light. Different colors were absorbed by gases in the planet's atmosphere. By stacking all this data together, scientists mapped temperatures at different heights and locations. What they found was shocking. Parts of the atmosphere reached nearly 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than molten lava. This planet, called WASP-18b, is about 400 light-years away and weighs around 10 times more than Jupiter. It completes a full orbit in just 23 hours. 1 year there lasts less than a single Earth day. The heat is so extreme that water molecules are torn apart. Winds try to move heat around the planet, but they fail completely. The atmosphere barely contains water at all. Instead, it's filled with carbon monoxide. For years, scientists assumed water would be common in giant planet atmospheres. WASP-18b proves that water is optional, not guaranteed. The truth about water worlds. This discovery connects to another shocking realization. There's a large class of planets called sub-Neptunes, bigger than Earth but smaller than Neptune. For a while, and some scientists hoped these worlds were covered in deep oceans beneath thick atmospheres. One famous example was K2-18b, which showed signs of methane and carbon dioxide, but almost no ammonia. At first, that sounded promising, but there was a problem. Lava dissolves ammonia too. That means the missing ammonia doesn't prove water. It could mean the planet is covered in a global ocean of magma instead. Scientists ran detailed models, tracking how these planets heat up and cool down over time. They asked one simple question: do these worlds ever cool enough to stop being lava planets? The answer was almost always no. After testing thousands of known sub-Neptunes, researchers found that nearly all of them are likely lava worlds, not water worlds. Their atmospheres don't come from evaporating oceans. They come from boiling rock. These planets don't breathe water vapor. They breathe rock vapor, and that changes everything. A beautiful planet that rains glass. Some planets look calm from a distance, but hide pure violence. One such world sits only 64 light-years away, making it the closest hot Jupiter ever found. From afar, it appears as a smooth, deep blue marble floating peacefully in space. But that beauty is a lie. On this planet, it rains glass sideways. Winds scream through the atmosphere at around 5,400 miles per hour, fast enough to shred anything instantly. The blue color comes from tiny particles of silicate, the same material that makes glass, floating in the air. The surface temperature reaches 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt rock. That heat turns silicates into microscopic glass shards that whip around the planet nonstop. You wouldn't feel pain there. You wouldn't last long enough to feel anything at all. The darkest planet ever found, and then there's the darkest planet ever discovered. This world reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it. It's darker than coal, darker than black paint. Light simply disappears into it. Astronomers still don't fully understand why it's so dark. Its atmosphere absorbs almost everything, making it look like a hole carved out of space itself. Planets with no stars at all. Not all planets even have suns. Astronomers have discovered rogue planets, worlds kicked out of their solar systems by violent gravitational events. These planets drift alone through space, frozen and untethered. No sunrise, no warmth, no home star. Just endless darkness. What this all really means: all these discoveries point to one uncomfortable truth. The universe is not designed for life. Life exists despite the universe, not because of it. Earth is not typical. It's rare. It's lucky. Every year, new telescopes sharpen our view of space, and every year the picture gets stranger. The more clearly we see the universe, the less it looks like our imagination. And that might be the weirdest discovery of all. If you enjoyed exploring the strangest planets ever discovered, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what space reveals next. The universe is full of surprises, and we're only just getting started. See you in the next one.